Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my Minecraft video series. The previous episode that you may or may not have watched was basically just how to buy and install Minecraft and get going. So that's probably for most of you, maybe you've already done that, you've skipped that, your kids have already downloaded, installed it, or they're running it on their Xbox or whatever. As I said in the first episode, I'm working on a Mac, but the actual gameplay itself from Mac PC is pretty much the same. Well, I think from PC and Mac it's definitely exactly the same. There's a few variations on Xbox and Apple, iOS, Android versions, but the basic game plays the same. So when last we left in episode 1, we basically just installed and ran the game. And so just to back up a step, so the next time you run it, you'll be presented with this screen. Your profile will still be there as you left it as far as how you want the game configured and running. Click play to run, and it'll start itself up. And so you'll be back in the at the menu screen. And if you go into, if you're doing what I was doing, following along in single player mode, you can see that I renamed the game to Dadding My Way Through Minecraft just because I set up the YouTube pages with that information, just because I thought that might be applicable for considering I'm doing this because my 6-year-old son got into Minecraft. I also started another game, so this would be a second game that also is running. It's just like you can have multiple games running in Minecraft, and each game you could just, they run independent of each other. There's no overlap. It just kind of allows you to try different worlds, different layouts, that kind of thing. So we will go into, so if you can see here, if I wanted to, I could rename it to something else, but we'll just leave it as it is. And I could delete it if I wanted to just get rid of it, but I'm going to play this selected world. So going back, it'll pop me back in right where I left off, right with the sheep, and as it just generates the world. Hello, sheep. So you can see, I'm just going to turn down the volume because that might be a little loud for you folks at home as well as in my ears right now. Different colored sheep. So each world that you generate will be completely different when you start off as to where they place you and how it all looks. I happen to be over here next to what looks like an ocean with some hills behind me, and I hit the space bar to jump. I'm using the default controls as I said in episode 1. Space bar to jump, I'm using W to walk forward. Oh, and there's a little cave. Looks like there's a bad guy down there. So in Minecraft there's bad guys that come out at night. Creepers, zombies, those kinds of things. And yeah, you can hear them because he's kind of close by. So it's Minecraft's sort of early warning system. It always kind of freaks you out when you first hear it. So once they get kind of close to you, as you can see this guy, they kind of want to latch onto you and want to find out where you are and obviously try and kill you. So I don't have any weapons. I'm not too keen on getting attacked by him. But as you can see, as soon as he hits the light, the sun, he starts burning up. So nice little gruesome death to witness here on episode 2 of my Minecraft tutorial. So as long as I don't get too close to him, I'll be fine. They don't move too fast, as you can see. So I picked up some, when you kill things or they die, often and that's what happens if your wireless decides to go out for a second and an airport decides to tell you, Apple Airport decides to alert you to that. Anyways, go back to the game. When things die, or you kill things, or whatever, they often will drop various items behind. And so, in this case, the zombie dropped his rotten flesh, which, in a pinch, you can actually, technically, you can eat it if you're hungry. There's little food bars along the bottom, which I guess I didn't really touch on last time. So you can see I've got hearts along the bottom. That's my life. So if I jump, here I'll go up maybe a little higher and fall, I will lose some life. So I lost a heart. And over time, as you do things, and just over time, you also, your food meter goes down. And so that's displayed by the little drumsticks, or whatever you want to call it, along the bottom. And so those are things, that's where you need to eat food in order to maintain some energy and some life. If it goes all the way to the bottom, all the way down to nothing on those food meters, then you will gradually basically run out of life. Each step you take will kill you. Oops. Fell down into a hole. So, here I am. I'm stuck in this hole. I can't get out. There's what looks to be like maybe a little cavern to explore. But I can jump out through the water. But just for interest's sake, I'm going to show you. So if I use the left mouse button, that's the mining aspect of Minecraft. And that's how I would jump out and be able to get out of there. That's also, as you can see, I picked up a square of dirt by mining. And so that's how you can actually build things. You can then use the right mouse button to place something. So there's the dirt I mined. I can tear it down again, put it back. So if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to build a house of dirt, which isn't that exciting, but just for argument's sake. It's kind of nice to have something at night because, like I said, monsters come out at night. So to have at least some sort of shelter that you build by nightfall, and if you find the sun, just like in real life, somewhere over there behind the clouds, behind the mountain, that's where the sun will be. You can watch the sun go down, go up into the sky, come up in the morning, go up into the sky, and follow its way all the way down into the night. You can hear various sounds as you get nearer to items, nearer to things going on in the world. As you can hear the sheep, as you get closer to them, you hear them move farther away, a little quieter. So I'm by no means a Minecraft expert. I'm just somebody who's interested in this, and so I'll probably refer to things that, so maybe if you're a lot more familiar with Minecraft, you will, there's the music, it starts up. I'll just turn that down a bit too. Yeah, if you're more familiar with the game, then maybe you'd be like shaking your head and wondering why the heck is he calling that stone or what should be a stone or whatever. Just because I don't know what I'm doing. So what you can look at while you're, I'm just going to turn it down a little more. To look at all the things, right now I just have two things, as you can see, in my inventory. And I can push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 along the top to move to each item in my inventory. Or I can press E to look at my whole inventory and move something into my, I guess, backpack maybe, I don't know. It's not really a backpack because it doesn't look like he has a backpack, but that's what it could be. And so that's where you can see there's slots here for armor at some point once we build some armor. And that's where it would go. And also you can see there's a crafting interface. So that's where you get to the crafting part of Minecraft. And you can put different items together to craft something else. So right now I don't really have anything that I can craft with. And like I said, in the interest of sort of building something for the nightfall, you can see you can use whatever happens to be in your hand. As we later on, as we develop tools and things like that, it will become important to use the right tool for the right job. But for now, I'm just going to clear away some of this brush to make a space for my little hiding hole or whatever for the night. As you can see, when you smash some of this grass, sometimes seeds appear. And those are, if I flip over, those are seeds, wheat seeds, and I can plant those later on. But first of all, you need to till the ground, prepare the ground for planting, and to do that, you need a hoe. And so in order to build a hoe, you need some wood. We'll get to that. So, what I could do, I kind of like to make things symmetrical sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Makes things 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Wrong spot. That's a pretty tiny little hole. Little house. But this is, I think, a big part of the attraction for a lot of kids especially, and some adults like me obviously, is how it's like Lego. You're building with blocks, and I'm just jumping up on top to be able to build it a little higher before I close it all in. Most of what you build, as far as design and things like that, is mostly for aesthetics and your own personal interest. There's no reason why you couldn't build a little 1 by 1, whoops, little hole in the wall, and have that be where you stay at night. But it's just kind of fun. It's more fun to build something that looks nice. So I'll start fairly rudimentary, and as we progress through the series here, we'll hopefully get better. I'll get better. Playing with my 6-year-old, I don't often get a lot of time to maybe try something a little bit nicer in designing something, just because we're often in a hurry to do stuff that he wants to do. So, as you can see, it's getting a little bit darker. And so, just make myself a little entrance for now. So you can see, it would be, as it gets darker, it does get a little, well, there's no light. And there's the sun going down over there. And so those monsters that we, like the one we saw burn up, well, eventually it's going to come out at night and won't be burned up by the sun, because the sun isn't there. And so it will just come and attack you. And depending on the level of difficulty that you set when you set up the game, that'll determine how much the various monsters regenerate and try and kill you, and how strong they are, how much it takes to kill them. That was a zombie that we saw, I think. And so for this, my first night, that's my little square-ish, rectangle-shaped, I guess, place I'm going to spend the night. Not very exciting. I should have gone and got some wood and some of this sheep wool here, and I could make a bed. But for now, I think we'll call it a night. You can see the bright moon still shines, so you can see a little bit. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to close myself in, and we'll call it an episode. So it's going to go dark, and now I can't see, and neither can you. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this first episode hasn't left you in the dark, so to speak, on Minecraft, and look forward to episode 3. And I'll try to do these roughly weekly, but we'll see what's real life permits, and keep them under about 15 minutes or so. And so if you like what you're seeing so far, subscribe, hit the like button below. Any little bit helps just to spread the word about the videos series that I'm doing, and I appreciate you watching. Hit me up in the comments below if you have questions. Maybe your kids have been playing and have questions about stuff that you don't understand why or how it's working. I'd love to try and help you out. And in the meantime, this is Chris, and I'll see you later.